All right, let's talk about one of the most recognizable figures on the entire planet, that giant green lady standing in New York Harbor. We all know her. But beyond that famous silhouette, how much do we actually know about the Statue of Liberty? Well, let's dive in and unpack this icon. I mean, you see her everywhere, right? Postcards, movies, t-shirts. She's unavoidable. But her design is absolutely packed with symbols and little bits of history that, honestly, most of us just walk right by. So today, that's what we're going to do. We're unpacking the full story from how she was made to all those secrets hidden in plain sight. So to really understand the statue, we have to start with the people who dreamed her up in the first place. This wasn't just some simple construction job. No way. This was a massive artistic and engineering marvel that was born from a really powerful idea. First and foremost, you gotta remember Lady Liberty was a gift. It came from the people of France all the way back in 1886. The whole point was to celebrate 100 years of American independence and to honor that incredible friendship between the two countries, a bond that was forged way back during the American Revolution. It was a huge gesture, literally set in copper and steel. Now, you don't build something this epic without a dream team. The artist, the guy who designed the outside, her iconic face and flowing robes, was a sculptor named Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi. But to hold it all together, to create the internal skeleton, he needed an engineering wizard. And the man for the job? None other than Gustave Eiffel. And yes, that's the Gustave Eiffel, years before his famous tower would completely change the Paris skyline. And the scale they were working on was just mind-blowing. From the ground to the very tip of her torch, she's 93 meters tall. And even crazier, she weighs a staggering 225 tons. Just try to wrap your head around that engineering problem for a second. You have to support all that weight against the fierce winds of the harbor and make it look graceful. This is exactly where Gustave Eiffel's genius was so essential. Okay, so we've got the who and the how, but what about the what? Because this statue isn't just a sculpture. It's a story told through symbols. Seriously, every single part of her has a specific meaning, if you just know how to read it. So the figure herself is modeled after Libertas, who was the ancient Roman goddess of liberty. By choosing this classical figure, Bartholdi was basically connecting this brand new American experiment in democracy to the ancient, timeless ideals of freedom that helped inspire it in the first place. And it's not just who she is, the things she's holding, the things at her feet, they're all crucial clues in the story she's telling. Each one is like a piece of a puzzle, and when you put them all together, they spell out a really powerful message. Let's decode this thing. That torch she's holding high, it's a symbol of enlightenment, lighting the path to freedom for everyone. The tablet in her other arm is inscribed with a very specific date, July 4th, 1776, grounding her right in the moment of America's birth. And maybe the most overlooked part, down at her feet, there's a broken chain, a powerful symbol of overcoming oppression and tyranny. So you put all these pieces together, and pretty quickly, the statue became way more than just a monument in New York. It turned into a global beacon, a symbol with a universal message that people understood far, far beyond the shores of America. And that whole global idea is baked right into her official name. We all call her the Statue of Liberty, right? But her actual name is Liberty Enlightening the World. That says it all. The core idea was never just for one country, but to be a light for all people, everywhere. And her meaning has only gotten deeper over time. I mean, think about it. For millions of immigrants, she was the very first thing they saw of their new home. Can you imagine a more powerful promise of hope and a new beginning? Today, she's all of those things, a symbol of international friendship, a beacon of hope, and a universal icon of freedom. And that global significance got the ultimate seal of approval in 1984, when she was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site. That's a huge deal. It puts her in the same league as the pyramids of Giza and the Great Wall of China. It's basically the world saying, this isn't just an American thing. This is a treasure for all of humanity. So from a simple gift of friendship to a worldwide icon, the Statue of Liberty's story is just as massive as her structure. And that kind of leaves us with one last thing to think about. As our world keeps changing and evolving, what does this powerful symbol of liberty really mean to us today? Something to chew on.